So today we're going to talk through a few clips, hopefully to help some people out there with game sense and a little bit of aiming tips as well. So we're on a save round and I'm holding for the wide swing, get the insta dink on him, and I'm holding for the next guy as well because we still have a guy alive on site. Now through this little crack I see somebody's little itty bitty hands. As soon as their viper wall goes up, I wait a little bit to get the timing on him, and as soon as he inches forward I shoot him through. So right now it's a 4v2, and in classic rank fashion my teammates are over peeking or walking forward for some reason, and it goes from a 4v2 into a 1v2. Classic. So I shifted over this direction because they just killed my jet and they didn't see me cross, so I catch the viper off guard too. Now as soon as I spot the last guy, it's a 1v1, let's break it down. He's most likely gonna either wrap me head on, cut through the middle here, or try to go back the way he came and wrap front sight. So keeping all those moves in mind, let's try to see what kind of options I have. I don't want to face him head on because I have a worse gun, so if I go towards the middle of cleavage, I can see him crossing, and if I don't see him, then I know that he's going away towards my left. And if he goes towards my left, if he's running I can hear him, and if he's walking then I can catch a timing on him and have a little bit more time to pinpoint his exact location. Now this middle cleavage here, I don't know what it is, but a lot of people don't know that you can silent jump and silent drop off it. So I checked my right just to make sure that he didn't cross. Since I'm not seeing him already and I didn't hear anything, he couldn't have gone this way, so I turned back around. For the very next round, we got eco'd, but we're on a half buy here. I got a hero rifle because I had money. And I'm trying to assist, get lucky by getting a spam kill through the wall. Doesn't happen. My jet luckily gets one, and I get the aggro on these two guys right here, and jet's able to get a viper who's looking at me, and I catch the Sova by myself. I throw a flash up and get back up in there to try to assist, and I get caught off guard by the chamber. Now in most cases I should be dead here, so I try to just get as much damage as I can before I die, but instead I kill him luckily, and I move up for cover from the Reyna. I see my Cypher inching up on the left, so I just jiggle, make sure she's not going to repeat that, and then I know she's going towards the right. So right here I show myself once up top, and then I swing again down low, and I'm able to line up my shot so easy because of all the sound cues she's giving off. Take a listen. So in this next one, we establish mid-control pretty early on, and there's nothing in sight. So we grab hold of that space, and we notice coming down halls, and our elbow is open as well. Reyna luckily followed me, so he's handling the elbow guys. I surprised this guy coming down to shoot, because I heard him stomping, so I was waiting for that. The other guy halls dies, and one of them plants, and Reyna gets a kill. So we focus our attention back to the site. Now right here, I'm trying to trade the Reyna, but she dismisses right then. If you look at the map, this is where she started. She can't get very far from where her dismiss spot was. And right then, we see this overdart coming in, so I know he's sight. So I dash up on her so that she never has a chance to pull her gun out. So right here, we're just holding down their A site, trying to prepare for their execute, and we don't know where chamber is, so we're gonna assume he's lurking in middle halls. The dart comes in, and I don't want me to get pinged and my teammates, so I smoke off Sova and hide behind my smoke to avoid getting pinged. I throw one into A main and I swing, but I quickly realize that had anyone actually been there, I would have died, so I just give it up. Now the lurker finally shows himself and opens the switch, puts up a lot of pressure on us. Right at this moment, the guy's A main should have came out. They had a pretty big window, but they missed it, luckily for us. So we focus back on A main. Our chamber picks up halls just in case, and there is one more there. So I get to A main, and then I have to do a bit of a big flick towards switch to get the last guy.
I thought you'd try harder.
So in this next round, I'm going to swing mid, either for info or to fight. So both darts come in on both sides, and I notice the orb coming in, but it's really slow, and I notice that he didn't molly. The molly's really slow as well. So I swing out and get the freebie and dash back to safety. Man advantage. Because of the lack of pressure or presence on A main, and the fact that Sova and Reyna were also bottom mid, we're making the assumption that it's going to be a mid-B split. Right then, someone gets caught in halls, and I barely saved my Sova, almost baited him to death by accident. So I take a look at my map, and I see at least two mid, chamber TP'd away to safety. They're probably going to aggress on him, so I'm getting ready to help with that. Now I don't want to swing right away because they know about chambers, so I'm waiting for him to get contact, and as soon as he does, we pinch them from literally all sides. Now this next clip is a little lesson in sometimes you gotta YOLO. It's the last round, we have no Viper, and we make the call to fight as a team for A, and I'm gonna lead the charge. We've been losing A, but sometimes you gotta just face your fear and attack him head on. So what I'm doing is a little bit reckless, but I can still smoke myself off, dash to safety, etc. And I have teammates to trade my back. But because we were so aggressive, we get the early info that they're B and we go on the fast flank. So I'm being diligent, checking all the corners and spawn and stuff, and we notice the trip, and I notice that Reyna's followed me. I only have one smoke for the trip, so either we group up and then pass by it together, but I also didn't want to waste my timing, so I just go for it, smoke it off, and get myself through, fully expecting Reyna to set it off. Now I'm counting on this, so I'm getting extra space up forward, so when their attention is focused focused on the trip, I'm already up here and I catch 3 of them off guard.
Let's roll on side jet.
Because I had to make this decision quickly, I didn't calm to Reyna at all, I just went forward. But in the end, I was counting on his mistake and turning it into a big play. So here I'm holding A site with an op, and as soon as I see darts flying in and presents, I pop my dash. Unfortunately, I don't get anything done. My dash is about to wear off, so I have to get back to safety. Now this next part is very subtle, but very important, so pay attention. I didn't fully give up all of sight, I just gave up my initial forward position, but I'm still holding it down back of sight because I need to get some kind of impact done with this op before they fully flood out. Now I want to be swung out wide like this, try to get a pick, but I have no dash, so I opt to just play it safe back sight, even though I really want to get a pick here. So because I want it to be out wide, it causes me to hesitate to dodge that shock dart, but because I tanked the shock dart, I still have this forward position, so I have to make use of it. I swing out and catch the Reyna off guard, perfect. And then I'm able to dodge the second shock dart, which pushes me off the angle. That's a good dart.
What is this? This kid's a fucking amazing savant! Dude, this guy's fucking pre-fired angles that don't exist!
Top side.
So we catch a glimpse of the Jet's leg right there, and I safely get out so we can do a 2v1. I try to updraft to try to spot her, to no avail, and my teammate walks in for some reason, but to be fair, I didn't calm to him and I could have picked a rifle and should have 2v1'd him. It is what it is. Now it's 1v1. I smoked that front cross, give the illusion that I could be wrapping back sight, and the Jet just says nope and pieces out of there with his dash. Now in a 1v1 like this, from my personal experience, a lot of people love to fake and come back, so I was fully expecting him to fake and just walk back up A. Now I banked too hard on this, and I probably should have rotated middle instead to cover as much ground as I can so I can catch him on the rotate, but sometimes just being aware is enough.
Nice jump Jet.
So in the next clip, we have a fade-eye coming mid, which pings the guy running away from mid pillar, and I catch the brim off guard. So he gets taken down, I dash up top mid, and I notice there's no trip there. As soon as I know there's no trip, I walk up for free and I walk towards the A side, because I'm fully expecting only one guy to be there, and if he's solo, he's going to be playing kind of back, and he walks right into my crosshair at the free side. In this next clip, Raze goes out first, so I know that there's no trip close, so I go out right after him. And I'm about to approach backside, but I hear a trip right there with his cage up, so I decide against it. Now as I'm walking, I hear the Sova stomping to my left, so I'm inching up and then I swing on him and kill him. Now I'm worried about the cam tag, and then I hear the Cypher stomping up backside again to get Sova's gun. So I swing on him again and get the kill again. Luckily the Fade Dog dissuades the market guys from coming, or he already rotated to CT. So luckily this guy B main is missing all his spam, and we didn't get instantly off, so I back up from this angle just to get a little bit of angle advantage, try to at least. I don't want to be face hugging that corner, and I'm about to push in the market, but my teammates call out backside, and I realize that it's probably better to assist them in clearing sight before I go out and try to kill some rotators. Now here it's a good thing I decided that, because how it played out. Fighting an Odin can be scary, but I pre-aim his head and luckily get the insta headshot. So I noticed earlier when I closed the door that someone was insta breaking it, so I know they're close. So I tap the bomb, try to get a reaction, and lucky for us, they play right into our hands. So in this round, we're rushing B again, and I flash out for my Jet. He really should have closed the switch here, but I run out. I'm trying to avoid the Sova dart. Right then, I see the market guy, Reyna, so he tries to spam me, and I'm avoiding his line of fire by hugging towards the right instead of carrying my momentum to the left. He's blinded by my flash, but the Omen Smoke blooms, and it gives him clear vision for just a sec. So anyway, we take sight, and the whole time I'm worried about someone else being back sight, so maybe I shouldn't have planted here and clear it with a Sova, but I think we kind of had a read that he was solo, and luckily no one is back sight. I don't know what this Rain is doing, catch him off guard. That's a rookie mistake, getting caught with util out. So at this point it's a 3v2. I have stairs, Omen has lane, but I see him inching up, and I have a feeling he's gonna die, and that's exactly what happens, so I run back sight, then we play the 2v2. Just a quick note that one person messing up flips the whole situation around, and it goes from a unlosable looking round to a very sketchy one. Right here I want to highlight a good example of strafe shooting. So I take contact with the chamber here initially, but when I re-swing on him, I only shoot one bullet, so I take a step, but I notice he isn't moving, and you can see his shots barely missing me to my right because of that one step that I took. And because he's not moving, he's an easy target. Alright, here we go again. So I'm anticipating Jet to tap and then walk forward like this, so I'm gonna opt to meet him head on this way, because if he goes the other way, I still have cover on my left, and if he walks silently, it's gonna take time for him to reach there, so I can be ready for both approaches if I head towards my right. If I go towards the left like this, I'll be in the open, so even if I do catch him, I'm gonna be out in the open with no cover, and that's a lot more of a risky 50-50 fight. So I opt to head this direction, meet him head on, and I see that he's not even on the bomb, and then right when I'm ready to check the other route, he runs back, makes noise too early, and then from there it's an easy round. Don't give up info for free. In this last round, I'm forcing up because my team wants to rush B and I'm broke. I have no util, no real gun. I have Guardian, more than serviceable. But you're gonna see that even on a broken buy, you can sometimes manage to clutch it up for your team. So we shoot the Reyna eyes and I catch him off guard. Nobody's yellow or close B main. Get the opening pick for our team. Icebox B is always a little weird here. I'm playing yellow because it's such a strong position, checking for snowman and people running up like that jet. Avoid getting shocked. Pretty sure the sage messed up our wall, so we can't plant safe. That's why he's hesitating, can't even res. Or he could res and we can bait it. But right then I catch someone trying to swing. I back off, we dart, and then finally get the plant down. But he dies for it. I try to trade, but I notice that it's not the KJ, so there's two there, and I back off. And the whole time we're worried about flank, but our raise gets him. And then I get the trade on the KJ again, once again, 1v1. So right after she goes down, I actually hear the Stova droning. So I tuck back of yellow right here. And at this point, I'm waiting for the tap. I do a quick jiggle just to see if he's crossed or if I can catch him as he's about to tap. When I see he's not on it, I realize he's possibly on my left. And then again, right when I'm about to check the other route, this guy starts stomping back to the spike. So I know exactly where he is. It makes this so much easier for me to play. So because I just showed on the right side, I'm wrapping around to the left side silently. And if he was sticking half, I would have caught him right there. But again, I got the big info that he's not sticking. And again, when I'm about to check my opposite route, which he was approaching from, he starts stomping back to the spike. Again, it makes it really easy for me to play.
Were you rushing or were you dragging?
I don't know.
Over this, baby, let's go!
Easy job, bro.